see if I can get the power down early this time. Oh my God, it's got a shimmy on. Whoa! Hey guys and gals, and welcome to our new series, Will It RC. This is the show where we combine seemingly random objects into an RC car and then test it to see how it performs. And to kick off the series, we're going to be using one of my favorite objects in the entire universe, the electric guitar. Now, let's see what we need to do to make that happen. Let's go.
We've decided I've got less than an hour to sort out this contraption, or I risk losing points. It's going to have to be quick and simple. I've got some MDF offcuts and enough cable ties to sink a ship. Wish me luck. Let's get bodging.
Right, let's get this going. So one of the things we're going to be measuring is how long this takes. So, get the timer going. First things first, I'm going bodyless. I don't need the body. I think it's just going to hinder me. The plan is to take this off some jumps. So if the neck's down like that, I think that's going to cause us some issues. So what I've got is this here piece of wood. This is not going to be scientific, but it will be amazing. Watch out, headphone users. Look at that. Oh, that might be the source right there. That can now secure a neck, I think. I think another big old slot will be good, maybe? I'm just gonna do it and find out. Sometimes it's best to do and think later. This is professional level hackery right here. Oh yeah, that is pretty sweet. There's not a lot that you can't make or fix with cable ties. I think I might just start going ham with the cable ties right now.
A few cable ties later.
My philosophy of this is going to be strength in numbers. There's one modification I've done to the car prior to this, and that was I stiffened up the preload on the shocks because, as you can imagine, an electric guitar isn't particularly lightweight. Let's get this going. Oh, that's a good noise. Zip, zip, zip. Oh, look at that. That is solid. You'd get mocking up. Oh no! Have you noticed what I've done? What an idiot, dude. I might be able to rectify this if I go a little bit lower, maybe? Yep, it's okay. We're still going there. We're rolling with it. Can't believe it. Do you know what's funny? When I did it, I was like, oh, make sure you put it on the right way. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. And my nan and granddad were both carpenters, and they would be very disappointed in watching this right now. There's some people call cable ties tie wraps. I don't know about that. Yeah, or zip ties. Yeah. What do you call cable ties where you're from? The problem with the back end is the attachment points. You did warn me this would be an issue. Just rest that there like that. That's kind of sick. I mean, it doesn't quite have the same appeal. The cable tie situation is a bit tragic. Yeah, that's the source. So I think side braces are going to be necessary for sure. I just need to figure out how I'm going to do that. So if I go... Got an idea. That's got potential for sure. Maybe that is prime. Maybe it's rubbish. Maybe it's Maybelline. Ooh, we got a strap button up there for support, which is quite good actually. You know, at the end of the day, it needs to work. But I found a handy dandy little spot here. That's not how you're supposed to do that. Yeah, that's what's it. Okay, it's flexing that plastic quite a lot. We are probably gonna have to have one on the other side. The viewers may be wondering why we're doing this. And to be honest, just because we wanted to. There is no reason. Sometimes you should do things just because they're fun and maybe silly. Style points. Oh, what a jalopy. Oh yeah, that's an opportunity right there for some serious stabilization. See, this is a bit of wisdom in sometimes just doing things, you know? So I'm just doing, and as I'm going, I'm discovering better ways of doing what I'm doing.
You wish.
Do you know what I mean? We've got a lovely opportunity to support this lower horn here.
It's a horn.
The horn, you're a guitar player. It's called a horn, man.
Is it?
Yeah. What do you think it was called?
It's like a stump.
It's not called a stump, is it?
Why we don't know?
This guy's been playing guitar for like 20 years. Oh, look at that, look at that! It's basically done. It's not really an operational guitar unless you want to use the upper register. Down. Yeah, that's a problem. Feel free to let me know how you'd be doing this in the comments. I know there's so many people going to tell me how stupid I am. You know in Guitar Hero back in the day, to do a solo, you had to like throw the neck up a bit. It'd be like this, it'll do a wheelie a bit, and then it's like it's doing a solo, you know? I think it's gonna work. I think it's definitely gonna work. If it all goes wrong, then it will break away like a rocket ship. You know, and the engines just break away and then the shuttle part just, yeah. That's what it'll be like. It'd be as elegant as what NASA can do. That's not gonna survive landing a jump, is it? All right, we're gonna do a 10-foot test drive. Oh, it's dragging the ground. It's gonna work. Oh. Whoa! It feels, you know when you just, you know it's gonna go wrong? It's got the power to pull it though. Okay, cut. I crashed into the body. We're in the final revision stage now, I would say. And it's ready to take this baby to the moon. This is years of driving old boxes coming into play, namely stuff like that. You get pretty handy with cable ties, let me tell you. Okay. Oh yeah, that's Prime. That is Amazon Prime. Not sponsored. Hell yeah, brother. I think I'll go hole there, hole here, and then holes in the top too. Then we get like a bit of a pass-through situation.
Giggity goo.
For episode 2, we definitely need better cable ties. I am gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Jeez, almost too solid. The weight is very heavy. The body roll is gonna be immense. I mean, realistically, what it needs is support. Is a support on this side, but that's gonna ruin my style points. Is that worth it? Is that worth the possible, you know, loss in style points? What do you think? I think I might mock it up because I think we're doing pretty good on time anyway. I think I'm gonna go for more horn support. That's my game plan. Or do I just go for another strap button support? I don't know. I'm gonna go for another test drive, help me clear my head. Somebody order a guitar. I mean, it works. You can't argue that it doesn't work. I think I've returned with a more appropriate bag. Right. I mean, it needs some support, but I'm really reluctant to do it because I just don't want it to be ugly. I'm gonna mock up some stuff. At least this one's red, so hopefully that'll have us maintaining some style points. In terms of physics, it needs to be supported from higher up. I say that as if I know what I'm talking about. I don't have a clue what I'm talking about. I don't know if that's the answer, actually.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Right, we're almost there. I have incorporated a bungee cord. I don't want to over-engineer it. I'm not going to overthink it. You know what? This is basically done. I'm going to trim some cable ties, add my final touches, and then it's game on. It's the wheelie bar going to be our savior. Okay. There we go. I'm happy. What are we thinking? Oh, hang on. I just need to add one more thing. Oh, I think I'll go up there. Yeah. Boom. That's my seal of approval. It's done. What do you think?
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
That is art.
And that's a wrap on the build, just under an hour, which means no points deducted. If I'm being totally honest, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. The cable ties and wood actually holds everything together pretty well, and I've got to say, I love how it looks. It's a perfect mix of chaos and steez. But that's enough for tonight. Time to get some sleep, recharge, and tomorrow is jump day.
You join us on location at a local pump track. I've got the RC car guitar and all of its magnificence ready to go. So here's the plan. We're going to shoot it along here, out the backside of this berm, and then hopefully land in a spectacular fashion with no damage. And then at the end, we're going to rate it on a few metrics and see how well it did. Let's do it. It is the moment of truth. It is spectacular looking. Might need a little bit of a nudge. No, that's not a good start. Cut, cut, cut. All right, we ready? Let's go. Oh no! We lost traction right before the jump. We'll get it this time. See if I can turn around. It landed that, no problem. I think we've got another one. No, we're dealing with some traction issues too. The tyres are really wet. Struggling to put the power down. See if I can get the power down early this time. Oh my God, it's got a shimmy on. Whoa! Oh no! Oh, we've lost the support. Oh, that support is looking ropey as well. All right, I'm coming back. Oh my God. It's incredibly goofy looking. Come on. Tyres are digging into the grass. I think this might be it. I got one more thing up my sleeve. It's not quite as spectacular as I had expected. I'm gonna try something a little bit different. No, what the hell? How's that happened? Maybe that was our issue this whole time. Wait, what? This is crazy. Right, so we need to do a damage report. I did not expect this to happen, but it would seem as if the excessive weight and drag has caused the wheel to actually strip. So the wheel fell off and it seemed like the wheel nut fell off, but it didn't. The wheel nut's actually still on the car. We've just stripped the inside of the wheel. So there is a crazy amount of force going through it. So that means that we're officially done for the day. There's no way we're driving it again, so I guess it's time to rate it.
So first things first, RC ability. Right off the bat, the guitar gave it some pretty dodgy handling overall. With the centre of gravity being super high and biased to the rear, it meant that it was dragging its bum along the ground a bit. But despite that, I think it handled surprisingly well. Solid performance overall. I'm giving it 5 out of 10. It still drove, and it drove okay. Now, survivability. It didn't make it to the end, but I didn't expect it to, and it held up for way longer than I expected. It took 3 or 4 jumps before really giving in, which honestly, I'm happy with that. I don't think we'll do much better than that in the future. I thought it'd break on the first go, to be honest. Respect where it's due, I'm giving it 7 out of 10. Now, flyability. We can't sugarcoat this one, it barely got off the ground. 6 inches of air at best. I was hoping to send it to the moon, and that's not what I got. I didn't get the spectacle that I wanted, so this is going to be a tough love score of 2 out of 10. Now in terms of style points, this is where the RC car guitar really shines. Come on now. It looked wild. It combines rock and roll and full-blown dumbassery, which is a couple of my favourite things of all time. It shouldn't work, it shouldn't exist, but it does, and it was cool to watch. High marks here, 9 out of 10. So, final verdict time. RC ability, 5. Survivability, 7. Flyability, 2. Style points, 9. That gives us a total score of 23 out of 40. Not a bad start at all for the first build in the series. It looked cool, survived more than I expected, and while it didn't go to the moon, it definitely made a statement. And considering the whole thing was thrown together in under an hour, no points deducted for effort.
So that's been the first episode of Wheelhouse RC, and honestly, I think it was a success. What should we do next? Leave down in the comments. And what did you think of the RC car guitar? I think it looks pretty cool, and I think it performed pretty well overall. Better than I expected. So thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. See ya. Volume on it. The old quick detach. Right, gonna get some real chugs going. You know what, this thing's pretty good. I think we'll keep it.